Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gems of War Invasions Week 11 Day 4. Today we are going to be going over the class events for the Oracle as well as the Oracle class itself, and then just messing with Delves a little bit. As far as the class event, it's a pretty easy class event, but pretty bad hero class itself as far as what it ends up specifically doing. But let's just go into the game mode and head over there. Over to Oracle. Already started it a little bit, not too many though. And we're just going to go all the way to round 8 just to get the orb. Also, I believe leaderboard's pretty low because not too many people are bothering going for it. Yeah, if we can get 41 or a really solid 41, I think we can make it. And if we can get to 42, we should definitely be able to make it as a bunch more people do their battles. But as far as the hero class, I'm not going to bother doing any specific teams as far as using the hero class, but obviously we'll show one or two for the actual gameplay of the game mode. But the hero class is never something you'd need to bring out. It is a centaur from Divinian Fields, which in theory should be really good, but the hero class is just so bad. There's so many good centaurs from this kingdom, but the hero class itself is just abysmal, unfortunately. As far as traits, it ends up gaining this, all centaurs gain 2 magic whenever an enemy casts a spell. This is really bad, mainly because you need the enemy to cast spells in order to gain more of a benefit, which you generally don't want to let the enemy do. As far as perks, on the first one you'd go for either the gain a random stats effect or the 8 armor. On the next one you would go with the 10 armor when in first slot, unless you're using the tome or missile, which you probably wouldn't be. Next you'd always go for this life. The other ones are just never worth it. Just getting that extra life on all allies is very potent. 2 per extra turn, that's 8 total across your entire team. Other than that, you could either start with a Light Storm, 3 magic, or the +1 magic to all centaurs. Generally, if you're using a centaur-based team, you would go for this one, though if you're using a slightly less centaur team, you just go for one of the others. And the Light Storm can be pretty useful, as there definitely are things like Herdmaster that require a lot of yellow, as well as just a good majority of centaurs using the color of yellow. Other than that, you'd either go for the 1 magic to all allies, which would generally be the better one, or the extra 2 attack to all yellow allies. Up next would be pretty much any of these 3, mainly these 2 though, the enchant to be able to get more mana, and then the yellow mastery just to be able to get a little bit more yellow, and all 3 of the final ones are useless, though the least useless one of them is the give all divine allies 2 life per turn. It's a hero class you'd pretty much never use, and if you were to use it, you would pretty much only run it in a pure centaur team. But let's go and do just that for the event, as we do need to go do that. There's 2 basic teams that we could do for this. It is Mountain Crusher, Herdmaster, Wordbreaker, and Stargazer, and the other one is Mang, Herdmaster, Astral Spirit, and Stargazer. Obviously the second one being the cheaper version of a team that you can use. It only uses Ultra Rare and below, not counting Mang. So yeah, just going a standard Mang team would end up working with it with like Titan or something like that. But we're going to be going with this slightly heavier, more costly one. The Wordbreaker actually technically is in the drop table right now if you try opening up the packs that give you more battles. The chance that you would specifically get him is ridiculously rare, but it is technically possible. So yeah, I don't know if anyone has bothered getting him yet today. Probably a few people. But it's very unlikely, but still possible. But if you don't have Wordbreaker, just replace that with Astral Spirit and first slot with Mang, and you'll be good to go. And we'll probably do that for one of the battles as well, just to show it. Probably on the next one, actually. But we'll be using this team for the rest of them. Yeah, we'll take that blue. Most times we don't even really need the Stargazer. We could put something there that just simply gives us extra yellow. I mainly just went for the Stargazer in case we feel like going with attack. Also in case it has some kind of board control that's actually worth going for. But for now, we'll go to that. Get a nice little bit of attack up. He's probably going to get alignment because we just got rid of all the blues, make it even easier for him to land. But if nothing else, it creates all the yellows we need to do that. One nice side effect about Wordbreaker as well is, Herdmaster, is we do end up getting the cleanse on him, so that we don't need to worry about stats effects of any kind, like freeze or anything. All I need to do now is just Wordbreaker twice. Oh, you would go for the HP buff there. It could actually win if I'm not careful. Very unlikely. We haven't actually lost a troop yet. Let's not start that. We'll move that over. Take that skull. There we go. And it just has ridiculously high attack because these Stargazer are there. And we can kill it out with pretty much anything. So much so, I think we can just kill it out by doing that. And yes, it can. And there we go. Also, hello everyone. Hello Danny. Hello Nelson. Hello P-Midic. Hello Mr. Jesse. Hello Paul. Hello DeCurro. Hello Captain. Hello Ernest. Hello Gustavo. Hello Rova. Hello Overfiend, and hello Zeddicus. Welcome everyone, and welcome everyone else. We're probably going to need that other pack, aren't we? Probably. Yeah, let's go to the shop. Hopefully we won't need to go further than this, but we'll go for that pack. That'll give us another level, most likely. We're now at level 29, so we'll be at about 30 or 31 by the end of this. Of course, we're just using Titan right now. Oh, yeah, let me go use that one team I was going to go mention. So the cheaper version of this is put an Astral Spirit there and put a Mang right there. And there we go. That's the team. Oh, I still haven't maxed out Mang. Well, I don't think it gains anything good, does it? Crater Red, that's bad. 4 armor, that's minimal. 4 life, that's minimal. And 2 attack, that's minimal. Yeah, it's mainly that Crate 1 Red, which is going to make the weapon weaker, which is why I haven't bothered upgrading it. But we'll stick with this. Probably just going to stick with the same banner, too. We are using Titan, so every brown we take barriers us. So we're still going to be taking a lot of brown. So there we go. Okay, so we have Astral Spirit right off the bat. We can use that for board control if we want. But this time around, we basically just go in all-in skull damage to the point where we're just going to one-shot everything, essentially. So we'll go Stargazer that. And now we just kill everything in essentially one shot. We'll go tear away one of those armors again. Then we just go one-shot Florian and try to find ourselves some skulls. So we'll go do that by taking a purple. Get ourselves our brown extra turn. That just sits right there perfectly. Get a skull into a skull into a third skull. Can we get a third one? Let's see. No third skull. Oh, well. But it's pretty much dead, as you can see. You always have to keep doing that kind of method against it over and over again. Let's Astral Spirit into something. Let's try getting rid of green. And then, what do you give us? Nothing is what you give us. Mang is not enough damage either. Oh, never mind. We can just take that skull. And down it goes. Yeah, that's what the Mang version will look like. Actually, that almost worked even better, but it could have just been because we got a lucky starting board. Also, Mang does work against pretty much everything, so that would make sense. But yeah, Stargazer immediately, get our attack up, get the full mana for that while gaining barrier so we don't die on accident. Did he drain it? Yes, he did. And B, take another brown. So we'll go to that, get a nice Mang on, I guess actually first slot, just to make sure it dies in one shot, and so that we can kill out everything else. And now we just wait patiently for a skull. Oh, I just gave him one. Wait patiently for the skull we just gave him. Oh, well, we can clear the board with Herdmaster and go from there. The only bad issue with using Mang is we don't have Perpetual Brown Storm like we do with Mountain Crusher when using it the other way. But I'll go and tear away again just so we can Astral Spirit kill one of them possibly. And just get a nice Herdmaster down and go from there. Okay, what else do we need in there? I guess we'll take a brown over. Do whatever. Yep, he might take that skull. We'll take that. Dead. And let's keep chipping them down one by one. We don't even need to give it more attack at this point because it's already going to be in kill range. Let's get rid of something like, I'll take some browns. So do that. Get over the mana we need. Take a skull. And I guess we Mang into pretty much anything. So do that. Get ourselves a Herdmaster to try to get a skull. And then hit him with that skull. Okay, I think we'll switch back to Herdmaster now. I mean, not Herdmaster, the Ward Breaker. Yeah, that's basically what you would do if you didn't have Ward Breaker. I just feel like Ward Breaker would be a little bit quicker. So we'll go back to the Mountain Crusher route. Plus it's a little bit safer since we can keep gaining barrier and make sure our hero doesn't die when we reach higher stats. Just in case. So we'll go with that. Oh, so hello Alex, hello Lovi, hello Jan, hello Dragon Ball Z fan, hello Nelson, hello Wombo, and hello Chad. Welcome everyone. Wasting gems for more battles? I think we needed more battles. I need to get enough to be able to reach the orb. That's the main thing we're going for. And as long as we don't lose a single Valraven or a single troop, I think we'll be in the clear for getting leaderboard. Because people didn't seem to go too crazy on it this time around. Which makes sense. It's a pretty bad hero class. It's definitely not one you'd really go too far out of your way for. Which is why I'd even bother leveling it preemptively. Because there's just not a single need you would ever use this hero class for. You would just use Titan or something else instead. Even if you were running 3 other Centaurs, it's still better just to run Titan than it is to run the hero class that's supposed to be used with a pure Centaur team. Okay, we'll take that skull just because it is enough damage. And then the only thing we need is this into Wardbreaker. We can go get that. So we'll take that green down. Get a nice Wardbreaker in there. And 1 HP. Luckily he died off of something there. Hello Steve, welcome! And then we'll take this battle, and then just go into the final sets. There, we got a Valraven there, that's good to see. We'll go take ourselves a Skulled Brown. Grab all those blues. Get a nice, oh, he is not blocked on yellow. That is bad. That means he randomly can get all the yellow he needs to win, if we are not careful. We'll go for another explosion. Come on, World Breaker, where's your full mana? There you go. Get some more magic, so we can actually hit damage here. 37, that's not gonna be enough. Gonna need several more of those. And that's still not full mana either. That's still not full mana, luckily he cascaded it. 42 damage now, and one more will do it, if we could just get the mana for it. Actually, let me Mountain Crusher here, because that won't block our yellow. And still doesn't manage to get the full. Move that over, though. And I guess we'll need one more Herdmaster. As long as he doesn't get up, we should be fine. He only has 1 mana, that's good. And he doesn't get a kill or anything, and he's dead. Hello, Bogdan, welcome! Yeah, we'll claim all those. Oh no, we only have 5 battles left. Will 5 battles be enough to reach all the way? We'd have to find 3 Valravens. I don't know if we'll actually make it that far. We'd basically have to double our battles with just Valravens. I assume it would be. Normally tier 3 does have enough battles to reach it. But we'll find out. If nothing else, we get through the next set, but we need to go for the set after the set in order to really get the full value. Because that's when we start getting the orbs. I guess we can use a little bit more gems on it. If nothing else, it's more EXP for a hero class that we're barely ever going to use. Which means we're barely ever going to get EXP on it. Okay, we'll get a Mountain Crusher down. You're supposed to get the full mana. Move that over. Still not full mana. I could Stargazer, but I don't think we... Oh, wait, I could take in those blues, too. Oh, well. We'll get a nice board breaker in there. Get, like, a Herdmaster or something going. It's not really that much explosion, but at least it gives us Mountain Crusher, so we can go into a real explosion. Which goes right into Herdmaster, and we just keep it all going. And we'll Herdmaster again. I mean, Mountain Crusher again, just to make sure it goes right into Word Breaker. And he doesn't have any kind of Valraven. That'd be so annoying, though, if he had a Valraven behind a Diviner. It would gain so much mana, or even in front of it, if we don't kill it quick enough. Also, that thing hits really hard, oddly enough. It almost killed us this previous battle, and now it's almost killing us this battle. Or at least it's chipping us down quite a bit, if nothing else. You have 600,000 souls to go, but you're a little further than halfway there, then. If you're going for Dawnbringer, which I assume is what you're going for with that. How do people have an 11k team score? I do not know. I believe there's a bit of a glitch with how it displays. I don't even know what the current highest is these days, because of all the extra stats that have come into the game through other various means. I think the highest is, it might actually be around 11,000 these days to legitimately get it. I don't know for sure. That's definitely higher than it has been in the past, because we keep getting extra stats from Delves, as well as Kingdoms finally reaching 10 stars and stuff like that. We're still currently missing, I believe, 3 stats that we could have that we don't currently have, due to not having them yet, because of Delves or from Kingdoms. Actually, never mind. I think we have all the Delve stats. It's just the Kingdom ones we don't fully have. Because now that I think about it, there's only 3 factions. Not until next faction will you be able to get the next stat. Because you need at least 8,000. And the current max, which literally no one has, is 7,500. And that wouldn't be 8,000, which is required for the thing. But yeah, I believe we're only missing 2 stats, from my understanding. And that's from White Helm and Sword's Edge. Sword's Edge, because I still haven't done Pure Faction, so I can't go convert the troop and ascend it. And White Helm, just because we haven't gotten the resources for it yet, but we will pretty soon. But yeah, what is our team score in PvP right now? Our team score is 10,000... It's fully traded, right? Yeah. 10,357. Yeah, I don't know how that happens, because if I show my firebombs compared to his firebomb, we have one right here. Ours actually has almost more stats. Like, it's a very small difference. Yeah, I believe it's still that one weird glitch where the enemy just has slightly more team score than you for no reason. Even if you use, like, the same team with same stats, same everything. That was the issue as of a few patches ago, and I don't think they fixed it. It's more so a visual glitch, I believe, than anything else. Okay, anyways, let's go into this next one. See how far these battles bring us. Hopefully don't lose the Valraven on this battle. Yep, there is a Valraven, nice. A little bit of an annoying location, though. So much so, what do we go for? Do we go for the brown, or do we go for the... Oh, I guess that answers our question. Never mind. Oh, that answers it for me. Let's go for that. And then we'll get a Mountain Crusher. And hopefully not give him anything off of this. Good, good. Do I take that skull? I'm tempted to do so, because that Valraven needs to go down as quickly as possible. And there we go, okay. Kill secured. Now we can just go and Ward Breaker a few times. And pretty much just auto-win off of that. Skull, we're not even going to bother. We just get it off Explosion. Ideally, he'd be full mana right now, but let's go for Herd. And to go from there. Get a nice Ward Breaker down. Hopefully get some Cascaded Skull to hit one of them. Or an extra turn. Cascaded extra turn works too. I keep forgetting. This gains extra stats every time it casts, doesn't it? Yeah, it gains 4 armor and I believe 2 attack too, right? Or something like that. I keep forgetting that. I probably should be actually casting this one if we don't need Cleanse. Not only does the mana go better into the Ward Breaker, which is the main reason you do it, but also gains some stats. Some very small stats, but some stats nonetheless. Whereas Herdmaster would do nothing in that regard. He just cleanses, which is still insanely good. I mean, much better than what Mountain Crusher does as a side effect, but still, we will need it. And it just dies off of that. Oh wait, I could just take a skull. Whoops, I could have already won. Okay, we'll go for that. And just kill it with anything. There we go. How bad is the new Mythic? The new Mythic is bad enough that you shouldn't get it if you are low on resources. I will be, but I'm not getting it because it's good. I'm just getting it because of completionist purposes and to show it for the video and everything. But no, it seems like a pretty bad Mythic from what I can tell. Unless you're changing it before it gets released tomorrow. It seems rather underwhelming. There's also a lot less Divines to use it against, even if it wasn't underwhelming. Yeah, I don't feel like it's going to be used much. I can't think of a single context where you would bring it out. Except maybe on a Guild War day, if someone still runs Divine on one of the 3 colors that it uses. That might be the only time you might want to bring it out. But every other instance, I don't think you'd really use it. Actually, what day do people commonly use Divine Team on? I believe it's Yellow Day. But the new Mythic doesn't use Yellow, so that won't change anything. At least in regard to Guild Wars. You just gotta summon. Oh, so that reminds me, I don't think we've lost a single troop yet. I'm probably gonna jinx it by saying that. But no, don't believe we haven't lost one yet during this set of battles. Or, you know, during this event. I'll move that over. I was hoping for a skull there, but I guess we can just take that one. And we just kill it with Ward Breaker. Oh, wait, did we already have Ward Breaker? I could have just done that in the first place. Fail. Giant Hero class with Jar of Eyes. Yeah, you can do the same thing. Main reason I use Mountain Crusher is for the Brown Storm. I don't believe Jar of Eyes has Brown Storm. Or I don't think it does. Because you can tank better with Mountain Crusher. Jar of Eyes is more so if you're expecting to lose a troop. Mountain Crusher is more so you never wanting to die with whatever you're using. Yeah, this only creates a blue storm, not a brown storm. I guess if Ward Breaker used blue, that'd be good, but I don't know, we don't really need blues for anything. We need browns way more than we need blue on this team. Nothing even uses blue other than if we put Astral Spirit on it. I guess Stargazer's boost ratio does, but that's not that important to give it to her. Also, where are all the Valravens? We need 2 more if we're going to do it with what we currently have. Which, hopefully we'll get, because I don't want to have to buy another pack just to get the orbs. I will if I have to, though, but that's a little expensive. That'll cost, what is that? That's going to be like 500 gems total for 2 orbs. It's not a horrific rate, but it's still more than I'd want to pay for it. But at least we're getting classy XP. Yeah, really lucky, or unlucky Valraven so far. Unless we're just going to get all the luck right at the end. Yeah, we'll get a cleanse here. We're getting way too much freeze. I was going to say, how did nothing get full mana out of that? Luckily, it did right at the end there. Okay, nice. Another Ward Breaker in there. Come on, Ward Breaker, get some magics. I know you were able to. We'll get Mount Crusher just to feed it to full mana, or at least pretty close. I'm not even going to bother getting rid of blues. Actually, you know what? I probably should. What do we do about that? You know what? I'm just going to go for another Herdmaster. Just cleanse them off. Do that. Throw another skull at it. Go from there. Do I even bother with it? Yeah, I guess we'll go for it. Take that. Get a bunch of mana accumulation. Go and grab a Mountain Crusher down. And then just Ward Breaker it. And we just get a nice cleanse. Take the green over. Take a skull down. Take browns. And I guess we just Mountain Crusher. Do a bunch of Ward Breakers. So he can't really kill us at this point, unless we get really, really unlucky. Oh, I should have taken Skull first. Could have made it so everything would have hit into, what's her name? Into Queen Mab. And there we go. Man, anything kills it out. How long would 2 Raws farm 700,000 souls? Well, you can do about 40 to 60,000 per hour with 2 Fairish Raws. So what would that come out to be then? That'd be like 20 hours or less, pretty much. Is how long it would take. Of just straight farming souls constantly. Yeah, it'd be definitely under 20 hours. Exact amount just depends on how diligently you do it. And that just assumes you're in those challenges the entire time. Could take a little bit longer if you do it in other methods. If you just challenge spam, you could probably get that done in as little as 15 hours or less. Like 12 to 15. But definitely 20 hours tops. Okay, we'll get a Ward Breaker. Could we have dropped that red to a green? I don't think we could have. Should have if we could have. But we'll get a Herdmaster down. I probably should have went for Mountain Crusher there. Well, it's still not too late. Let's go for it. Need the mana anyways. He's blocked on yellow, but the problem is he has a really big yellow generator. This is like the worst battle to try getting this Valraven on because, yeah, you can just randomly get full mana. And we do not want that, obviously. Yep, and I just killed one of the things that's blocking his mana. That's not good either. About a few more hits will do it. We need 2 more of them, right? No, 3 more, unless he gets a bunch more magic. Oh, good, he got a bunch more magic. Perfect! Well, that does that. Now we just need to get our hits on him. Take the green over. Get another Ward Breaker going. And now we don't even need to worry about it. Now we can just Herdmaster in anything. And I'll move that over. Get a Mountain Crusher down. And then just Ward Breaker that. And he just dies off the explosion. Okay, so hopefully we get a Valraven, because if not... Okay, we probably will. Because that would explain all the people stuck at 41 right now. That means if we perfect score 41, we will have a chance. Because I believe we will be tied at rank 93. So we'd be right there. But if we lose even 1 troop at any of these battles, we're going to be behind. So we got to be very, very careful not to lose a single one actually at this point. So maybe we do actually go replace with an eye. The only problem with that, though, is we don't use blue and brown at that point. Oh, no, we'd use blue, but we don't use brown. I don't know. I think we're still fine going this way. Just have to be careful and make sure Ward Breaker goes fine. And we still have 1 Valraven to deal with, too, at one of these battles. Alright, let's take the brown over immediately, just so we have a tank. Take the brown over. How did that not full mana us? We'll take the blue extra turn chance. Didn't get it. Go to Mountain Crusher. What's the biggest threat on the enemy team right now? Probably Florian. Also, we're not even using Stargazer. I should get rid of her for, like, anything else. Like that thing that helps mana generate some or something. Because we are just not using it. We'll go move that down. Get a nice Ward Breaker down. I don't think there's a Centaur summon. Oh, you know what? There actually is. That one pure yellow guy that summons Orions. It'd be a really clunky thing to put there. But it would allow us to resummon without needing something else that's weird. Oh, that's the one I needed. Okay, we'll go move that. Gonna have to go explode just to get his mana back now. Which I definitely didn't want to have to do, but it'll work. Get that down. Get a good Ward Breaker in there. Go from there. Yeah, the new Mythic is supposed to be a Divine counter. How well it'll function for that purpose is questionable, though. But that is the whole intention of what it's supposed to do, is counter Divines. And yeah, there definitely are a lot of Divines still being used. I just don't feel like this new Mythic will actually fix it at all. So yeah, we'll be going over that tomorrow. We'll be doing the key opening in the morning, and then we'll be streaming it on the, well, you know, the normal morning stream, as well as the Saturday morning stream. It's also going to be the Gnome event, so we're going to probably be farming that quite a bit after we use the useless legend, or I mean the useless mythic for a little bit. It's not like useless, it's just, I don't know. We'll see after we test this some, but it does seem underwhelming. Oh, well, don't you dare. Let's go kill it right now, get our barrier up. Okay, maybe we should go put that summon in there. I'm barely using Stargazer at all. So let's go put a really weird troop here. And the only reason I'm putting this here is because it's the only summon option we have. But Ryan's Herald, we're going to put right there. He also gives us +1 yellow, so hey, he helps us with that. But yeah, I'm going to put him there because we need a summoner just in case something dies. Like Hero almost just did right there. But this will make sure we preserve those points so that we might have a chance without spending extra to go perfect score. Yep, let's go. And we still need to find one more Valraven. But we should be able to get one on one of these 2 battles. If everyone else was getting one, then we should too. So as long as we kill that Valraven, we'll be in the clear. And hopefully it's on... I don't even know which one would be the easier battle to have it on. Probably this one if it's in last slot. Nope, it's not in this one. Well, we'll see if it's in the other one. If it's not in the other one, we have a problem. Because that's not even going to be enough to complete out the event. We're going to have to spend a whole nother 250 gems just to get it. Which would not be that good to do. But we'll find out next battle. Now let's go get a nice ward breaker down and go from there. Let it do whatever. Go for ward breaker. Take that blue up. Take the brown over. What can we do here? I guess let's go for Herdmaster again. And just keep spamming ward breaker. No, Corvash. No, I need both of those manas. Those are 2 really important manas. Okay, I guess we'll take a brown, start barrier back up, and have something to explode with. Go do it again. Let's take those green, yellows first, though. Let's take the blue as well. Get our Mountain Crusher. Oh, so hello, King Louis. Welcome. Oh, no. The new Mythic isn't Divine. It's just a Divine counter. The new Mythic coming out tomorrow. I believe it's a Damon something from Drak Zoom. You never thought you'd see me use Orion's Herald? I know, right? It is nearly useless. But in this one context, it's actually good to put into our team. Because it'll help preserve our score without needing to put some kind of other troop into our team. Like a different weapon or something. We could just go with 2 ward breakers and then put like an eye there instead. But I figured we'd just go with this. Not the other eye. Not the dragon's eye. The jar of eyes. Oh, we got a pet. I believe we already have that max though, so we don't need that. Okay, this better be a Valraven, because if it's not, we're in trouble. Oh no, Valraven. What is this? I've never seen this. We're gonna have to buy a whole nother pack because we're 1 short. No, that's unfortunate. We are 1 battle short. We got every Valraven too. It's not like we missed one or anything. But it looks like we're going to have to spend a whole nother 250 gems just to get the 2 orbs. But at least this guarantees us leaderboard, if nothing else. And I guess it gives us a little bit more XP. So we're going to have to waste a bunch of gems for it, but oh well. We probably could have made it too, if we actually got that Valraven there. Get a Herdmaster down. Take the green over. Get another ward breaker. He's just going to hit us pretty hard with that, but that's fine. Get another Mountain Crusher. And I guess another Mountain Crusher. Nice extra turn, and just 2 of these will kill it. Actually, 1 of them is enough. And that's it. Unfortunate. But we are 1 battle short. If we would have gotten that Valraven, we could have made leaderboard off of just that. Oh well. Let's go buy another pack. How many battles is that? We don't even need all those battles. 5 of them is how many we get, which is like 7 or 9 or so. But yeah, guess we got to go for it. 250 gems. I'll take it. Nothing good. Hey, we got Orion's Herald. What we're gonna use you, and we gain another few levels up to 35. And let's go into the next few. I guess I don't need a Herald in our team anymore, but oh no, I guess we'll keep him. Well, oh gosh, why? It was 1 off. The Valraven was 1 battle off. So close, but not quite. Worldbreaker or Stonehammer? Worldbreaker is definitely better to own than Stonehammer. Stonehammer you rarely ever use. Worldbreaker you can use for a lot of things. You can use it on red, yellow, or red, yellow, green Guild War days. You can use it in PvP. You can use it with a Fairish Raw to cover every color. And it's good on dragon teams. Whereas Stonehammer you would use for almost nothing. Yeah, I would definitely advise getting Worldbreaker over Stonehammer, that's for sure. Worldbreaker's way better. Yep, gotta be careful, he might actually get away. Though it won't matter as much if he does at this point. But still would want to avoid that if we can. Don't you dare! Come on, Worldbreaker, go get 2 hits in. Somehow, go. Go, go, go. Don't you dare. No. Okay, good. Didn't evade yet. Go get our explosion. Get a nice Worldbreaker at him. If it'll let me. Okay, good. He didn't do anything strange yet. And he should be dead. There we go. Well, that was almost very bad, but there we go. Get our orb. Please be a blue or a purple. Ideally a blue. And it is a orange. That's useless. Okay, well, let's keep going on to leaderboard now. Which should be pretty easy to get. We have, what, 6 battles left, which means we have at least 8 battles left. Which means, oh, that's funny. If we bought another pack after that, we could actually go get another orb. But then we're spending into big money. We're starting to get to the point where we'd be going into a whole nother 350 gems just to get an orb, which is way too much. Yeah, there's no way we're reaching 55 with what we have. Oh, wait, we don't need to reach that far. 52, that's also not going to be possible. We'd have to double the amount that we currently have. And that would take way too many Vow Ravens. But if nothing else, I guess we can make top 50, which we only need 48 battles for. Well, it's probably not worth it just for those 25 gems then. So I'll just throw a few more battles down. As soon as we hit like 43 or 44, we're pretty much in the clear to be safe from getting knocked down. Yeah, all the 41 people are the people that didn't buy the 3rd pack, I don't believe. Or the 4th pack. Wait, how far are we? Yeah, the people that are at 41 right now, they got lucky with Vow Ravens and they only went to tier 3. But if enough people knock them out, they it might be required to get tier 4 to get it this week. Anyways, let's just keep going. This will go through like 3 more of them. And then we'll head to Delves. With Delves today, we are getting the new pet, by the way, too. Well, the title already has it in it. But, yeah, we have almost a guaranteed chance of getting the new pet. All we have to do is win 1 Delve in Hall of Guardians with 3 attempts. If we can do that, or not Hall of Guardians, I mean, All-Seeing Eye. If we win even 1 battle, we will get the pet. And it doesn't even matter if we win Deathless, we just have to win it. We are the smallest amount of points short of getting the new, or not the new pet, but getting another pet. The pet for the faction. What is the skatey team that's everyone talking about lately? I don't know. Is there a skatey team that a lot of people have been using lately? I haven't been seeing any. Haven't heard much mention of it. I can't think of anything that would really be too over the top with skatey. She's mainly only used for a blue storm. I can't really think of anything that would really utilize her ability because there's too many things that have immunity to mana burn for her to ever be used as an actual damage source. It'd more so be the factor of her blues that would come into play. Yes, it's the one with the Queen Mab summon. It's actually one of the better summons in the entire game, Skatey. Because Queen Mab's a very, very good troop. When does the rotation switch for crafting Mythics and Soulforge? Every week, as far as what 4 Mythics are currently available. It switches every week at Monday reset time. Which is 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Monday, or whatever your regional equivalent is of that. Okay, we'll go for a 3rd one here. It's gonna drain us, but at least he's blocked on yellow. Let me grab that as well. And that. And let's get a nice board breaker in there. Get a nice herd as well. Get another explosion. He'll just go Flurry in us. We'll go and explode again. Only 3 explosions, though. Not really getting us too far. Okay, take the Brown over, get a nice Mountain Crusher, and then just Ward Breaker into that needs to not cast. Too bad we don't have a mana drain. We should go get rid of this for something else at this point. I only put that in there so we would have a way to resummon if we were only going to do that small amount of battles. But we should probably go put a natural damage there now. I guess it is helping us with yellow though, if nothing else. Oh no, he just drained the most important one again, but luckily we got full mana out of that. Come on, 2 more hits, 1 more hit. Just get hit by anything. Doesn't even matter what it is. We'll Herd Master into full mana, boom. And as long as he doesn't get full mana right now, we're fine. And dead. Oh, it lived with 2 HP. Luckily, anything will kill it now. There we go. Oh, no problem, P-Medic. Oh, I never get tired of the grind at all. I actually like games that have a bit of a grind to them, personally. So we still have 6 battles left. That's enough to get to 48. That's, hey, if we want those 25 gems, we actually really could reach those 25 gems. But I think we're just going to throw 1 more battle down. That'll bring us to a really solid 43. And I think we'll be safe there. And if not, we'll just do another one later. But, yeah, I think 43 will be fine. Maybe 44. Let's just do this one final battle. The rest of the battles I won't need. But yeah, we got a little bit unfortunate with Valraven luck, or lack thereof. Because we did kill literally everything. We were actually deathless in every Valraven up to that point. We just got unlucky and didn't get the Valraven on the right battle. Which is annoying. But not much we could do about it. At least we don't need to worry later that we won't be on leaderboard. Because before, if we were stuck at like 96th place with the perfect score there, it'd only take a few people buying the packs to outpace us. Which will probably be happening by the time it gets reset. Alright, move that over. Get a good, what do we need? Move that over. Need this to get to full mana. Throw that down. I should have taken that Brown first. But oh well, luckily we actually turn off of it. And then we just cast this 1 more time and that'll be match. Let's do it with Mountain Crusher just so we get full mana. Or at least ideally we'd get full mana. Apparently not. Get another explosion. Please don't drain him. Nope. Okay, we'll try it again. And now we'll get it down. And right before the armor buff as well. And I guess we'll do 1 more now just so we don't have to do it later. And this will definitely be the leaderboard then. What made you come back to the game? Oh wait, never mind, that was for someone else. Let's see. Oh, you came back to the game after 2 years. What should you look, what should I look first? You're a little rusty and see they added a lot of things. Is there another team you can use with that class? Yes, you would use Mang in 1st slot and Astral Spirit in 3rd slot. As far as things that have been added in the last 2 years, wow, a lot of things. There's now perks on hero classes, which is what this event right now is for. Every single hero class can now reach level 100 by playing it a bunch of times, and they end up gaining a lot of perks. The most useful hero class is Titan, which is the one you get from Stormheim. It's useful for basically everything in the entire game, and you can have that as your only hero class ever, and it'd be perfectly fine. Just because of how versatile he is. He has infinite barrier spam. He has a really good skull ability on this one, or you can do it for mana accumulation. He has a Brown Storm in combination with an infinite barrier. He has stun the enemy whenever it gets hit, and it has a few other versatile things, and as well as the most immunities of any hero class, or at least tied at the most immunities. So it's pretty versatile for a lot of stuff. And also starts with half mana. Any hero class that ever starts with half mana is pretty decent. But other than that, we now have Delves, or the entirety of the Underworld. Underworld is basically a location where you end up gaining faction renown, and this faction renown ends up giving you extra stats and other rewards over time. There's not too much to really need to do with that. It'd mainly be the main way you gain ingots. Ingots are a new resource that end up coming into the game actually relatively recently, the last 2 patches. But they allow you to upgrade various weapons within the game to give them additional perks. Like right now on our Mountain Crusher, we're gaining a Brown Storm every time we cast, 4 armor every time we cast. Every single weapon also gains base stats on the first 5, gains 2 attack, ends up exploding an extra Brown, which also works if it's webbed as well. All those perks work if webbed. Also, do keep in mind, perks on your hero class do not work if stunned. So all 7 of these, plus these 3, would not work. All 10 of them would not work if we're stunned. Luckily, one nice thing about Titan, on top of everything else that does really good, is one of the things that it has immune to is stun. So we don't actually even need to worry about us ever losing our traits on Titan. Get another reason why it's so good. because one of the main counters to hero classes right now you can't even use on Titan. No, you're not required to use the event class for the event. Right now we're using Titan, even though it's Oracle class. You never have to use the class related to the event if you don't want to. You can use any class. You'd gain more EXP towards that class if you did, because you'd be getting 2 EXP per battle for that hero class that you're using. But no, it's not required. Like this entire thing that we just did during the stream, we did it all with Titan, even though it's supposed to be for Oracle, while still gaining EXP, because we still were gaining the level ups and everything. But yeah, ended up getting a decent amount. I still wish it would give some kind of like base EXP on top of that. I still feel like the class events don't really give too much EXP. Compared to just spamming it in challenges or something like that, or an explore, it's normally just quicker doing it that way. Just like using a team like this, except with like a hero class right here instead. Like make that into Forest Guardian, Sunbird, Forest Guardian, Firebomb, and then hero class in last slot using anything. Tends to be pretty good for leveling any hero class that you want to go and level. But anyways, let's go do Delves. Double check this pet. I believe I already did it, right? Yeah, we already got the pet max. Oh yeah, they added pets, by the way. Pets are a new feature that basically they changed how team bonuses work in the past. In the past, they were basically useless, or I don't even know if they existed 2 years ago. But basically what they did with them now is there's a bunch of pets that you can obtain, and they make those bonuses even higher for various things. Also, some of them just give extra resources, like this one gives extra EXP. Small amount, but still more. But like, let's say, for example, Magma Pillar ends up working really good with elemental teams, and the bonus that you end up getting for an elemental team ends up being increased. So if we go and show like a team like this, actually this is a beast team. Is there a pet for beasts? No, apparently not. Okay, that's a bad example. But as you can see, you get like bonuses for various certain teams. Like this one, due to 3 beasts, we're gaining a 2 HP and 1 attack. But if we go and put an elemental here, like over top of the, let's say the swarm. Let's see, elemental. I think I just spelled that incorrectly. Nope, okay. So I'll just put that there for now. And you'll notice now that we have this little bonus thing. So 3 elementals, and we're gaining 3 times the effect right here. So normally it would only be giving 1 attack, but now we're gaining 3. And normally it would only give 2 HP, but now we're gaining 6 for using the pure team. But yeah, that's basically what pets do. They're pretty useless for the most part, but they're always active, and they can make pure teams a little bit stronger than they were in the past. That's only really good for like the really big pure teams like giants and stuff like that, and dragons. But it still can come into play occasionally. Also, I forget if dungeons existed back then, but dungeons is a thing that exists now too, in the last 2 years that has come into the game. They basically allow you to gain diamonds, which can craft any legend and mythic in the game, and is the main way that most people will be crafting the legends and mythics that you want, is to constantly do your daily dungeons. Other than that, use the other things just to craft some weapons, those little color shards. Those color shards don't really get used for much though. But you definitely want to accumulate as many diamonds as you possibly can, because, yeah, you're going to need those for mythics. And there's a lot of really good mythics in the game. Also, I can't even remember if they existed 2 years ago, but there's also mythics in the game now. They're the highest rarity now, the absolute highest, above legendary. And there's a new one that comes in every single month. And there's a new one coming in tomorrow, actually, as far as mythics are concerned. There we go, let's go get that convert. That'll give Swarm up so we can just kill it again. What's the best mythic to craft in Soulforge? Fairish Ra or Infernus are still the best two. Fairish Ra, if you don't have Dawnbringer yet, you'd want to get that so you can go soul farming at a quicker rate. Or you would get Infernus just because it's used for pretty much everything. It's used in all 3 Guild War days. It's the best burner in the game. It has a really high damage output. It has mana accumulation off of its damage output. And it has the combination of a storm into board clear, which anytime you have a storm active when a board clear, will just make it a better chance that you actually turn every single time. Oh yeah, also storms came in in the last 2 years. There's one for every color, as well as skulls and doom skulls. And they basically just make whatever that color is fall more often onto the board. So right now we have red storm, so it's more common that reds will fall from the top of the board. Also, doom skulls are a new mechanic that you see right here. They're the same mechanic that was in Puzzle Quest, except now they're in Gems of War as well. Whenever you match them, they do 5 additional damage and explode everywhere around. Also, they keep nerfing Explode. They did a nerf like a year ago, nerfing it to 70%, and now they just recently nerfed it to 50% in the most recent patch. And I'm pretty sure they're going to keep it at 50%. I highly doubt they're going to nerf it any further than that. I sure hope they won't. How are you not dead? What do we even do about that? I guess we'll take a red over. Take a blue. And I don't even know what to do with that. I guess we'll take a red and just let him hit us. Because we need to try getting enough mana to kill it. And I don't know why I keep using this team for this too. I should just use a real team. This is what you're supposed to use on like Explore or something. It doesn't really work as well trying to do it for dungeons. But we already started. Might as well use it for the final one. Yeah, we got a firebomb in there. He's gonna get a bunch of manas. He's gonna hit us a bunch. Keep spamming Sunbird down. He's gonna Mercy, which does not help us. Just gets rid of the mana we needed. So I'll take that down, go get a nice red. What else do we need? Let's see, I guess we'll take that over. Get a little bit of reds there again. What else? Guess we'll take brown over, get a nice scatter damage on him. I don't know why they have that word scatter on it now, instead of what it was before, just split damage. They have two terms to describe the exact same thing, which doesn't make any sense. But they do. Okay, let's move that over, just get a little bit of damage in there. That should be enough to kill it, or not. We'll throw this down and go from there. And one more Sunbird should hopefully do it. Might not actually be enough, but you know what? Let's go do this. And now we'll get a kill there. And let's take Reds into a good Sunbird. He just hits on barrier. And I'll just kill him out. Why are you not casting? Go! And there we go. Okay, that's that. Let's go and head to Underworld. So, let's go click on All Seeing Eye, Delve, and get deeper in here. So we just need to go straight down the middle path, nothing annoying in middle slot. And as soon as we do even one win, we will get ourselves the new pet. Well, not really new. It's been out for about a month now, but new to us, and not too many people have it yet. Probably only several hundred. We have it for one of the factions, we just don't have it for this faction yet, and we still need to go get it for Hall of Guardians as well. Actually, once we get it for Hall of Guardians, we'll have every pet in the game again, finally. Because we're probably going to gem the new faction that's coming out to get it up immediately. Yeah, we'll get a nice eye down. That'll give us good Weaver range. And yeah, since I won't have a Hurricane around, hopefully, when new faction comes out midway through next month, we'll be able to go over that in detail, because I wasn't really able to do it for the previous faction. It's because, well, I didn't really have connection at the time. But this time we should be able to. Okay, he's about to get a kill on first slot already. That's kind of why we're using that instead of Hero there, because I just don't want Hero dying out. But still, I'd want to keep it alive if we can. Would be great. At least for one more battle. Well, he's still alive, so that's good. Ever so barely. Okay, is that enough damage? No, it is not. So, do we just disable him now? Problem is he's just going to go for that skull. But regardless, he's going to get the kill, so we'll go for that. He gets the web. He still gets the kill because that's the base damage boost ratio thing is enough. But yeah, we can't really do much about that. Also, you just got rid of my browns I needed. So I guess we'll try killing him the more traditional way of actually doing enough damage. And that's not enough damage. Never mind. Should take in those greens as well because now he gets rid of my brown again. Luckily, he's hitting like 0 damage. But yep, he just leaves that there and we get our summon. Okay, at least we got the summon. That's one less thing to worry about. On to the next battle. Doom Skulls with Deathbringer and Puzzle. Oh yeah, there was a lot of really overpowered mechanics you could do with Doom Skulls and Puzzle Quest. Not as many in Gems of War. Skull Spam's actually a little bit weaker these days in Gems of War compared to what it was in the past. It's not the absolute weakest mechanic, but it's definitely pretty far down there these days compared to where it was in the past. Doom Skull, or Skulls in general, have basically been useless since Bone Dragon's nerf. They came back for a little bit when Doom Skulls first were released because they were released in a really unbalanced way. But then they got balanced and were just kind of normal. Actually, they nerfed it twice. They nerfed Doomstorm twice. They did the initial Doomstorm nerf and then they did another one on top of that because the first one wasn't enough. Alright, that's disabled, so that's good. We'll get another eye down and just keep chipping them down with eye over and over again. So we don't have to deal with them. Oh, better get something. Did he really just get a kill off of a 5-attack baby dragon? He did. Should have just taken that brown, but oh well. We'll go for that. Try getting some brown follow-up. Go from there. That's not good. We needed that trip to survive. You can still get another one at a 75% chance. In theory, we should be able to get it with that high of a chance, but you never know. We've definitely killed it a lot of times before where it didn't get summoned. Okay, and all we have to do is now just win this battle, and we will get the pets. So right off the bat, we'll get the full browns. Oh, we already assassinated him off of the Megavore. So that's match. We won. Let's go take that. Get another eye down. Hopefully on one of those two. Good. And that's match. Got the hit right there. Should have taken those browns first, but it's not really going to matter at this point. Let's kick it now. I am going to secure the kill right there. Eye it again. Well, that was the smoothest battle all delve. And then we just kill it with anything. There we go. And that's it. We got ourselves the pet. We still died on one, but that doesn't matter. We still got ourselves the pet. Claim rewards. Boom. And that new male is a pet. So let's go claim it. And let's go wield it. Because, yeah, this is our second one now. Now we're only missing one. So we got the iPod. So let's go and upgrade that. Go wield it. Maybe go change our appearance to match it a little bit. Let's see. Upgrade, level. Get this thing leveled. New male. This is 5 gems, I believe. Not much, but better than 0 gems. Next will be a little orb. But there we go. Oops, I didn't equip him. That was one of the other points of why I even wanted that screen. And there we go. Actually, you know what? It kind of matches us already. Kind of. Actually, you know what would match a little bit better? I think it would match the Naga a little bit better, since it's kind of a sea creature. Okay, let's go and, where's the Naga? Go over here. Where do I switch it? Change appearance. That's not it. That's not it. There it is. We'll go with that. I guess we'll keep the helmet on. Let's see. Hairstyle. Oh, I forgot. Hairstyle doesn't take effect when you have the thing. So what's the feature? I guess we'll go with that. And find a color that matches. Oh, never mind. That doesn't do anything, really. We'll go with the face paint, I guess. Which one of these matches a pet? That one does slightly. I have to go with that previous one then. Nope. None of them really match it that well, other than, I guess, this one. Okay, we'll go with that then. That will be our setup for the little pet to kind of match it some. There we go. Okay. So, that'll be that. Let's go and keep going further. Got 2 more delves. We can almost reach max. We'll do 480, then 490. And then we can try for perfect 500 tomorrow. And should be able to get it. Okay, so what do we need to move? We'll move that over. Got our brown, throw an eye down. Need to take more browns. Need him to stop hitting us. That's not good. Oh, actually that is good. Let's go grab that. Don't you dare hit the same one. Good. That's also not the best thing to have hit, but oh well. He'll die out naturally at this point. Or we could go and triple kill. Or do we disable it now? Actually, you know what? We'll disable him. Just so we don't have to deal with him. Had that nice little sword sound on him. But we'll just take something useless, try to get ourselves brown. Maybe he won't go for it. Nope, he denies us immediately. He knows. He knows we need those browns. Desperately. No, let's take a red for now. What else do we need to move around? We'll take a purple. Grab ourselves a purple into some browns or something. He's gonna get rid of all the brown I need. I can't really stop him. He almost just killed us off of it too, which isn't good. We're not in kill range for anything either. We'll just go take the brown. This better not hit first slots. Okay, that's fine. Though the one that we really need to kill is the only one that survived. I'll throw that down, and as long as we get another eye, which we already have, it's over. Okay, one down. And we got to keep our first slot this time. So less things to really kill us out with. Double check what the path is to see if we need to go take the middle path or the bottom path. What do we have? We have bullets. Well, that decides what we're doing. Yep, looks like we have to go take 2 battles and go take the bottom path. At least they're slightly easier, but it's still 2 battles, which means twice the chances to die. Even though it is slightly easier battles. Or at least in theory they're supposed to be. But yeah, these are definitely easier than bullets, that's for sure. I still don't understand why bullets give the lowest multiplier on a 4 battle. It's the hardest possible battle under tier 4, yet it's the lowest amount of points. Oops, and just hit the same thing. Now we'll try getting a weaver on it, I guess. I don't think we have a drop for anything. We'll get that up. Get a weaver down. Alright, there's a lot of things you can change the appearance with. You can do it with any of the armors you bought. You can do it with all of the typings. And I believe there's 2 typings you can buy too, with actual money. The dwarf and the Pia thing. Pretty sure barely anyone has bothered doing that, but I did, just so we'd have it. I very rarely use them, though. What do we need? I guess we'll take a green and just get a nice Weaver into it. Throw the Weaver down, get our browns that we need, throw an eye down, and then we just kill it with anything. Do yourself a favor and use Sylvania Mora. Oh yeah, we can use Sylvania Mora in this faction, can't we? That would actually help. It'd make the last slot a lot more useless, and it would make first slot not able to randomly kill us. Battles would go a lot slower, though. It would increase our win rate by a lot, but the speed at which we win would be a lot worse. Though I guess for the very final battle, when we can't use this guy in first slot anymore, we'll go put our eye in first, and then go put Sylvania Mora in last slot. Or second to last or something. Just so we'd have it to use it. Maybe I guess something like that would end up working out. Okay, he's going to hit us with a skull. That's not enough to kill or anything. We're going to go do that so he can't stun us either. Oh. 173 is already enough to kill because we were already stunned. I didn't realize we were already stunned. Fail. Well, hopefully we get a summon off this. Otherwise, that's a problem. Okay, good. We got a summon. Everything's fine then. Also, it doesn't matter if we pure win any of these battles. Only the 500th battle matters if we pure win. And we're only doing 480 and 490 today, so not until tomorrow will it matter if we actually win with deathless. So us losing some things right now mean nothing at all. Yeah, I guess we'll finally try the Sylvania Mora method for the very final one, because technically the very final battle is the only battle that ever matters, the 500th, on if we actually win deathless or not. Every other battle, we technically never need to try to win deathless. If it happens, but we don't need to go out of our way for it. Because it's just going to go straight up to 500 the second we did the 500th battle, even if we didn't do it a single time prior. Obviously, we would want to do it some prior, just so it slowly goes up over time, but regardless, once we do it once at 500, it'll automatically give us all the points, regardless of how many battles we went without it. Like right now, I don't think we went perfect until like 440 or 450, but the second we do 500, it'll just go right to 500. Oh, he didn't get a kill there, that's fine, and he just dies off of that. And there we go. Let's kill with that. And one more delve, and then we can finally attempt 500s tomorrow. For the second faction. Claim that chest. Won't have too much loot in it, but still loot nonetheless. There we go. A lot of glory, actually. Actually, that's not too bad as a reward from that. Okay, let's go do 490. Let's go do this again. Same premise as always. What's in the middle battle? We got ourselves some bullets again. Really? Gonna make me take the long path a second time in a row, aren't you? Okay, well, let's try this again. Round 2. Oh no, Staff of Visions is not worth it. Staff of Visions is very, very bad weapon. Oh yeah, I forgot to go over that, didn't I? But yeah, it's mainly because the main reason I didn't go over it is because it's so bad. Staff of Vision is definitely not one I'd ever bother really using at all. You can just kind of ignore it exists. It'd be much better just to get it off of 250 wins than it would be to bother buying it. Yeah, I wouldn't really bother buying it. It's not worth it. Unless you were doing it for leaderboard purposes. But you can easily make leaderboard just with tier 4. You don't need tier 5. And there would be no instance you would ever use that weapon. You would only use it for kingdom upgrades if you would even bother doing it for that purpose. Probably don't even need it for that anytime soon. Oops, I almost just took the middle battle. That would have been a fail. Too bad the top path doesn't also lead to the boss. That'd actually been cool if all 3 paths actually led there. Top one's just a dead end. So it is interesting that this is the only faction currently, and probably into the near future, that has 2 paths to get to the final room. Most other factions, the current other 2 that exist, as well as I believe the next one that's coming in, do not have any other method to reach the final room other than the straight path towards the room. Whereas this faction is somewhat unique in that it does have multiple ways to get there. Like, I'm just going to kill it out that way just so we get 2 kills. Just so we have a guaranteed chance of getting one of those. And we just weave her into a anything. Or I guess into an eye. Definitely not anything. Anything won't kill it, but we do need eye. Now I'll kill it. Off just a random skull. I was going to say, why was that battle so easy? Duh, it's because we're taking the smaller path. And they have slightly lower stats. The Tier 1 battle has 50%, Tier 2 has 60%, so on and so forth, all the way to 100% at Tier 5. I mean Tier 6. Okay, we'll go and get a brown over. Grab that. Let's hit us with Skull. Also, there isn't a tier 6 room yet, other than the boss room. I don't know if they're ever going to add any. There's also no dungeon that has multiple tier 5, which would be annoying if they ever did, because tier 5 battle, for whatever reason, has the longest range of any battle. It goes all the way from 1.2 to 1.5 as far as we could possibly get from it. Hello, Kimberly. Welcome. Right, we'll go take the brown there. Get a nice eye down and go from there. Ruben, I have not. What is that? I'll take that down. Try for the brown thing. Didn't get it. Move that over. Get a free turn. Throw an eye down. And he dies off anything. Man, that skull is indeed anything. Yeah, that was easy. Now the final room. Hopefully he doesn't troll us with anything. We actually went 2 battles in a row now, instantly killing the boss. Hopefully he doesn't get us this time. Let's see. What do we have to drop? We'll go take that. Oh, got it 3 times in a row. Every single time I instant killed the boss. It definitely makes this battle easier, that's for sure. We don't actually need that to win it, but it's definitely helpful. One whole less dangerous thing to deal with. We also got rid of the brown converter, so that's also pretty nice. If we could do this on the final battle, that'd be great. Yep, he died, but it doesn't matter. We already lost one, so it doesn't matter how many we keep losing from here. Just go for that. Gotta resummon in case we need it for whatever. Move that over, get another eye down. And of course the most useless, or the most dangerous one actually survives for last. He could one-shot everything we have if he goes crazy. All we have to do now is eye him though, and that's match. There we go. And there's nothing you can do at this point. And we just use anything on him and he'll die out, and he dies out. And we got this web spinner just in case, not like it matters. And there we go. Now tomorrow we can go and do the 500th battle. And we need to make sure we don't lose it, so we'll probably use the slowest, safest team ever just to make sure we get through it. But yeah, then we have this faction basically done. Other than pure faction, but that's a whole thing in itself. That'll be a while. Also, it's been since 420 was the last... Haha, 420. But 420 was the last time we ended up getting it, so we're going to get 80 points all at once. Actually, technically, 100 points all at once, because we'll get 20 for the moving up there, and then we'll get 80 for each of these pure teams, or the deathless teams. So, yeah, we'll get all that. That'll be nice. Okay, let's go use our shards. I need to currently use it on the other faction, the Hall of Guardians right now. And let's just spam all of it on Hall of Guardians. Unfortunately, we don't have 200, so we gotta do it one by one. Oh, so that reminds me, I gotta open some other keys. I think I have some daily tasks that we have to do that were just key related. Who knows, maybe we'll get a mythic out of it. I almost want to save the glory key one for tomorrow, because I don't know, I have a feeling, for whatever reason, we're about to go get a mythic on one of these 30. I need to go open, let me see. We need to go open 50 or 100 gold keys and 30 glory keys. I don't know why, but I feel like one of those 30 glory keys is going to be a mythic. And that'd be really disappointing because we could have done it tomorrow for so cheap if that was the case. But it's very unlikely that that would happen. Oh, you never know. Let's see. 1. Problem is we have to do it one at a time. 2, unless we want to open 50 at once. 3. Actually, I'm going to stop counting because we can see it in the top right corner the second it occurs. What am I doing? I actually don't need to click all the way there. You just click right here. Skip, do that. Click, skip, and just keep doing it right here. I don't need to keep clicking all the way to the button. But so far, nothing interesting. They really need to add that 10 option back. Whenever you have more than 50, it doesn't have it anymore to do 10 at a time. And it makes this achievement, or not achievement, but daily task where you have to do 30 of them very annoying. Because if you want to use as minimally as possible, you have to go and do this one at a time, which is annoying, to say the least. Compared to if you could just click a button and have it instantly. We could waste 20 glory keys and have it instantly, but that's a lot of glory keys to just waste like that. That's what, 600 glory or something? Yeah, 600 glory. There we go. And nope, we didn't get anything good off it, other than our 10 gems for opening all those. But there we go. And tomorrow we'll have 984 gem keys to throw at tomorrow's thing. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Let me go help my guild. Also, we still need one person, by the way. But let me go claim all my seals, because we're probably going to need it for 40,000. There we go. And yeah, we'll have about 1,000 gem keys to throw tomorrow. And if 1,000 gem keys doesn't do it, maybe we'll use some of our glory keys. And if all of our gem keys and glory keys doesn't do it, I guess we'll finally go and deplete all of our guild chests, which I definitely don't want to have to do, but we will if we need to. It'll be our final backup plan. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Does anyone else have any other questions or anything you want me to go over? Just let me know. Otherwise, we'll be back tomorrow, same time as always, 1 hour prior to now tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And other than that, we'll be back in 13 hours from now. We'll be streaming tomorrow morning, and we're going to be going over the new Mythic. We're also going to do a key opening a little bit before then, and post that of the actual obtaining of the new Mythic. And yeah, we'll be messing with the new Mythic. We'll be farming for the Treasure Gnome event. There's one active, right? Pretty sure it was this weekend. If there is, there should be an icon here. Okay, maybe there isn't a Treasure Gnome event this weekend. None of these are saying Treasure Gnome. Normally it has a thing that says, hey, we're going to be doing this in tomorrow. So never mind, there might not be a Treasure Gnome event this weekend. Because they would normally, like in a day or two in advance, they would have a thing saying, hey, Treasure Gnome event tomorrow. But yeah, we're definitely getting new Mythic tomorrow, that's for sure. I guess the Treasure Gnome event's not till next week, maybe, or something. I already just forgot to make the little notification thingy. Could you show invasion teams for higher boss level? Weren't we already doing that? Or, oh yeah, we need to switch into Mang team eventually. I didn't get to the point where I need to do Mang yet, so I don't think I showed it yet. But it's pretty much the same premise. You throw Mang in first slot, and then you just go with like double Sifu if you can in the back with a Diviner, and you can just win off of that. So Mang, Sifu, Sifu, Diviner would basically be your team, and you could run something along those lines. Also for higher towers, you could still get away with exactly what we're using. It'd be slow, but it'd be consistent at winning because you have a lot of barrier. You have your Silver Maiden will basically never die. You have Dawnbringer to make sure you gain durability on everything. Diviner keeps your mana going, so you always have barrier. And Sifu will just always be the thing that holds down the damage. Even when Dawnbringer isn't enough, this will be enough. Not to mention, Diviner can give you magic for your Dawnbringer and Sifu, which will of course make them more effective. But yeah, it's either this or go a Mang team. You can't really go with double Sifu up front just because it doesn't have skull mitigation. You could if you really wanted to, but I don't know. I feel like they're going to die too quickly. It's one of the only invasion troops, if not the only invasion troop, that has no skull mitigation whatsoever, which makes it pretty bad in first slot, unfortunately. It's more of a caster because of its double enchant that it has. So you just kind of use it as a back line and just slowly chip them down. But you can still only use one Sifu and follow it up with Mang, or even vice versa. You can go Mang, Sifu, Diviner, and like one other supporting troop of some kind, and go down that route. How do you boost team score past 8k? You just need a lot more stats on your kingdoms. Kingdoms is basically the biggest way of gaining it. A good majority of where all your stats are coming from for your team score is this number right here. So if your numbers are any lower than this, actually it can be slightly higher. This armor value can be 22. The current max stats in this game is, at this current moment in time, is 17, 12, the math, 34, incorrect math. No, that's correct math. But yeah, it's 17, 12, 34, and 30. And if you're anything less than that, that's what's making one of the things that's making your team score lower. Your whole entire team would also need to be mythic. You also would need to have all of the traits on all of your troops that you're using in the team. And wasn't there one other factor? Oh yeah, and your hero level affects it ever so slightly. The higher that number is, the ever so slightly higher your team score is. But yeah, team score doesn't really matter much. It really only helps with matchmaking. They also said that they made changes to matchmaking recently, so that you have more, that you'll get more variety instead of like the same things over and over again. I haven't seen much of a change to it. Also, one other change that they made recently, which I didn't really go over much, mainly because of how irrelevant it is, but that one Pride Guard weapon thing that they added for the Pride Lands hero class, that one Rashka one, instead of it being green-red, they changed it to just red mana now, which, yeah, the whole reasoning for that was because all of them are one color. And I don't know why they made it 2 colors, and then they just were like, oh, wait, why did we make it 2 colors? And then they, like, undid it. I don't know why they did that in the first place, but it's kind of strange. Too bad they didn't make all of them into 2 colors. I saw someone mention that on the forum. That would have been so much better if they would have just made all of the mythic weapons into 2 colors, or even just 3 colors. And that would fix them so well. But nope, they didn't go down that route. Just made the only 2-color mythic weapon into 1 color. So now there's no 2-color mythic weapons. There's only 1 3-color mythic weapon, and the rest are all 1 color. Which doesn't really make much sense that a mythic weapon would be 1-colored, but oh well. I do hope we get more Dawnbringer-like weapons into the future, though. We definitely need them. Dungeon? We already did Dungeon, though I didn't give out a code. Though I believe I will hold it just so we have one for Saturday. Salty didn't give me more codes, so I do need to hold off on at least one code. But no worries, we will give it out tomorrow for tomorrow morning stream and tomorrow night stream. But I do have to miss at least one day, so I guess we'll miss tonight. Because Salty, I asked on Monday, but she still didn't give me more codes. And she probably won't again until next Monday. And currently, I only have enough codes until next Saturday, unless I skip a day. So I guess we'll just skip tonight. But yeah, Salty hasn't given me more codes yet. And I don't think she's going to be in the office again until Sunday night. Or at least Sunday night for United States time. In your opinion, is the new Mythic really worth throwing a lot of keys at? No, I would skip the next Mythic. It is definitely worth skipping. Next Mythic is definitely one of the most skippable ones I've seen in a while. It doesn't seem like it's going to be that good. The only thing it's going to be good against is Divines. And even against Divines, it's probably not going to be used compared to other Divine counters like Crimson Bat first slot and stuff like that. So, yeah, I wouldn't really bother with it. It's a pretty underwhelming Mythic. And, I don't know, we'll test it some and see what it's like. But from what I can tell, it's pretty underwhelming. And when Salty was using it on Monday, it looked pretty underwhelming. Anyways, guys, I'll see you all later. Thank you for coming down. See, we'll be back in 13 hours from now for the new Mythic to go over it, see what it's like, and, yeah, see how useless it is. But yeah, definitely skip the next, or this current Mythic that's coming tomorrow. It's going to be available all next week. If you happen to get it, you could try going for it slightly, but it's most likely not going to be worth it. It's also Drak Zoom Kingdom, which Drak Zoom is nowhere near reaching 10 stars. Because one of the other reasons you may consider getting a Mythic for a Kingdom is because it's getting near 10 stars. But Drak Zoom is like the furthest kingdom away from 10 stars pretty much. So it's barely at 5 stars, let alone 6, let alone 10. But yeah, it's nowhere near. So skipping next Mythic, definitely a pretty solid one to skip. So I wouldn't really bother with it for the most part. The only reason we will be doing it is just to show it and everything. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for coming. Have a wonderful night and the rest of your week. And yeah, we'll be back for next Mythic. Goodbye, everyone, and thanks for coming down. Goodbye.